Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're all well. This is actually my third take this time because of the wind. So, welcome to the channel. My name is Rivka, and we're going to continue today with the tools of from the spirit wheel. I woke up this morning very, very early, and I just saw the first rays of sunlight reflecting on a top of a tree, and I thought, isn't that beautiful? And then sort of tried to meditate and fell asleep and woke up again, and more of the tree was in the light, and it happened 2 or 3 times. And then I had this whole thought of going and seeing this. I'm going this weekend to have a look somewhere where there's some people planted a rainforest, and they invited different people to come, and we really would like to go and see it. And suddenly I thought, I could see myself there, and I could see big winds, and it was very uncomfortable. And I thought, like, what am I thinking? Just relax. Everything is okay. And I sort of almost forgot about it and woke up, and, we had something, and went to feed the animals and started to water the garden and do stuff. And it started to wind. The wind started really, really to blow up. And I'm like, wow. Okay, I don't like the wind. What am I? And I just thought it was very strange that I could feel it. Like, it happens to me a lot, but it always surprised me. But I put it on something else. I put it on a story. Like, I made a story out of it. Anyway, it was interesting because today's lessons are the water bird. And when we learn about the water bird, one of the things we learn is a flying meditation. I don't think I want to fly in this wind. But anyway, we're going to do our best to see if we can actually get there. I'll just tell you a little bit about the water bird first. So the water bird is a symbol and an energy that works with 2 chakras that are under the armpits, virtually. Like, think about it. You're opening your arm to fly, virtually, if you had wings. And there's 2 centers that are very close to us, very close to where the armpits are. I call them the 10th and 11th chakras. That energy also protects the heart and the spleen meridian. And it's the best time of the day to work on it is between 9 and 11. There's like 2 a.m. There's 2 hours there that seems to be the most courageous hours to work with this sort of energy. The water bird in itself is a very elegant animal, and it has a lot of patience, and it can wait for a long time, and then pounce. When something comes in the water. The healing that it brings is a very fast healing. Like, it comes, but it comes in pulses. So when you work on it, you have to realize that it's an energy that comes in a pulse, and it has the ability to balance a lot between the different worlds. Now, there's different layers, like this world. We are here in this physical world, and then there's more worlds around us. And as we develop and we start understanding, we realize that there's so much more around us, and that there's in the same world there's more worlds. There's layers upon layers upon layers. So when you work with the water bird's energy, we learned something called holding the pulse. So we are not talking here about our heartbeat, the pulse that people, check on our hand or on their neck. That's not the pulse we want. We want the pulse of the fascia, almost the fascia, the lymphatic system as well. The pulse that is very, very gentle, and it's all over our body. And each one has its own pulse. Now, if you concentrate for a minute, just rub the tip of your fingers for a minute, like a little rub. Go like this, like that. Yeah, like that. Very good. And then put your fingers somewhere close to somewhere that's not comfortable for you. So if you have a little pain in the leg or in the arm or somewhere that you can reach, and very gently put two fingers or one finger very gently on the skin, about maybe 10 centimeters away from where the pain is. And try and feel a pulse. It should feel very soft. It's like, I always say that I don't know if I feel it in my fingers or I feel it in my ears or somewhere. It's like suddenly I can feel this doom, doom, doom. But it's not a heartbeat. If I put my fingers on my wrist, then my heartbeat right now is boom, 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 boom. That's my heartbeat. But when I put the fingers on my skin, on my leg, and I'm waiting for it, it's slow. Doom, 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 doom. It has a rhythm. My pulse seems to have two dooms and a little tiny break, and two dooms and a little break. Like, that's mine. Now, if you put one hand on about 10 centimeters away from where the pain is, and then your other hand, you put 10 centimeters on the other side of it, you are trying to catch the same pulse. So both fingers feel the same pulse. And then you slowly, slowly get your fingers closer and closer to where the pain is. Now, they're not going to be the same. You're slowly, slowly trying to get closer to where the pain is, and each time you stop to try and get both pulse the same, both hands to have the same. If there's no pulse, go back a little bit. Find the pulse again and go towards the pain. Now, if you get as much as you can towards that, if you get to the point of pain and manage to get the two pulse to be the same, so one hand is somewhere where there's no pain and one hand is actually where the pain is, you will find that the pain will start disappearing. It'll be like where the pain is like a dam. It's like dense, but as you allow it to go from the 2 points, you are making the dam bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and shallower and shallower and shallower. And you find that your pain just disappear or calms completely down, like you can actually feel the difference. Now, you can actually control the pain and get it that it's like you can't feel it, because when you think about it, your body is you've got your whole fascia system, you've got your whole skin system. That's a huge organ. When you have pain in one place, a big bruise or something that is like an inflamed area, it's very, very dense. And when you use that pulse thing, you are actually releasing it. You are making it wider and wider. As usual, I'll put pieces of paper in the like copies in the posts so you can print it or have a look at it to try and make more sense of this. I know that when we're doing the videos, it's very quick and it's not always very easy to follow, but you can. It's and like I said, you can always write to me and I'll try and get back to you, or if it's something particular that bothers you, I can actually give you my email, and it's an easier way of corresponding. Okay, so that's one of the things we've learned with the bird, is the holding the pulse. Another one that we learned was the flying meditation. The idea of the flying meditation was to give us the the ability to get out of our body and see the world in a different perspective, to learn to see it in a different perspective. Like, people call it in many different ways. I prefer to just stick as a flying meditation, as something that's joyful, and if you then develop it to something stronger and like, it can be something that you're very talented with, and it goes on, and there's a lot of developing to do. Here we are just trying to be able to control our ability to stretch out of our body and see the world in a different perspective. So the first thing I'd like you to do is be safe, because some people find it disturbing and some people get really anxious. There's no need for it. You sit in a comfortable place. You can sit on a chair, or you can sit on the floor. I feel better when we sit rather than lie down, and because then we fall asleep, and that sometime, and I don't like that so much, because when we fall asleep we are sort of letting go more of this world, and I think the flying meditation, at least in the beginning, is better practice in an environment where you're sitting. Try and visualize some sort of a cord that comes from your center and connects to the ground to hold you safely on the ground. If you need to, you always go back into your sitting position. It's a way of feeling safe. Now, as you visualize that gold cord from your physical, your spiritual, your mental, they're all connected, your emotional, they're all connected to this cord, and it holds on the ground as well. It holds you down there. You feel that you are on this planet, on that chair, or on the ground where you're sitting. You take a few deep breaths, and remember that you breathe into your lungs like an accordion. You feel yourself in the lungs, and you blow the air out. You do that a few times. By the fourth or fifth breath, you see yourself lift out of your physical body, only a short height above. See the cord that connects you. It's all about your imagination. This is what makes us different to everyone else, is our ability to imagine. And when our awareness and imagination and our focus get all together, we can create new worlds. So as you breathe, you lift yourself up. You see the cord that connects you. You look at yourself a little bit from above. Try and see the crown. Stretch a little bit higher. And then go back into your body. Feel all the physicality. Feel your legs and your feet. You can pinch yourself if you like. Then do it again. A couple of breaths. Go further up. Further up. Try and be above and see from above your room. See the chairs or the tables or whatever it is in your room. See it from above. Then go back down into your body. It's not really down. You have breathe. Feel yourself back in your physicality. See if you can write something about what you just experienced, or maybe draw what you just saw. Draw your head from above as you saw it. You can also try to imagine what the earth and your immediate surrounding look like from above. And then go up there and try and see it. See if you can go further up. And then remember to come back down again. You need to practice this a few times until you're very, very comfortable. Once you've done that and you breathe a few times and you're back to your body and you're feeling comfortable, again, write something down. I would suggest that you do it over a few days. Do it again until you feel really comfortable to be up there and really see and feel like you're flying above. When I was a kid, I had a couple of times, or many times, where I was running and then flying through as I'm running. So I was run, and then fly, and then I could see everything above, the people, the roads, the streets, and then I don't know why I couldn't come back down, and I would hear a dog bark. And once I heard the dog bark, I was back in my body. And so later on, when I remembered some of those things, because I forgot a lot of what happened when I was a kid, later on when I started to learn the spirit wheel and talked to the guides and went through this journey, I remember that as I was practicing, but I felt like I didn't need the dog. I was able to bring back myself. But I wrote it as a note that sometime it's really good to imagine yourself running, and with each step as you're running, you're getting further and further up until you are flying. And then you land down again back into the running thing, and then further and further, slowly back into your body. So you can find the way that is most comfortable for you to do it. Just remember that anytime you do any of those meditation, we're going to learn a few more that are really sort of could be uncomfortable, or we are learning a meditation where a tree falls and rots and then grows up again. So anytime you do meditations that are taking you out of your body or creating something else, make sure that you're not doing it while you're drinking or on some sort of a drug. Even if you have to take antidepressants or things like this, and that's your journey, try and do the meditation before you take them. So there's no substances that are interfering in that experience. And maybe if you have to take it in the morning, then get up a little bit earlier and do your meditation before. If you have to take it during the day, the same thing, like just try and be in control of when you are connecting to spirit, when you're connecting to your higher self. Try and do it in a time when you are safe, and always have plenty of water to drink, or if you like tea, then drink herbal teas. Make sure that you have something to eat that's very grounded. So I like having a dark chocolate beside me if I'm doing something that's going to take me somewhere very high. It helps me to ground. I also like to make soups or something that has potatoes and sweet potato and a lot of root vegetables in it. It's very nice and grounding. So just be aware of that. Be gentle with yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate who you are. Know that you're here to do good things, and we all have experiences that are not so good, but they can only wear you down if you connect to that experience and it becomes part of your fiber. If you understand that those bad experiences are bad experiences, but they don't define you, they're not making you who you are. Who you are is the person that learned from that saw that experience and said, okay, I experienced that, I came out of it, I learned something out of it, and I love myself, I love who I am, and I appreciate who I am. And those experiences are just experiences. They are not life. Life is light. Life is love. Life is the ability to breathe, and we can create that. Even if we start just with our imagination, eventually it becomes real. I love you so much. I thank you for listening. I know today is a bit longer. Just breathe, and we'll see you again soon.